under 4 months to go. Yes, it's one of the biggest and main events of the year. It's happening in June. It's happening on the second Saturday of June. Yes, of course it is the Woodley Carnival, happening on the 8th of June. And there's plenty to look forward to, a whole month packed full of events, things going on at the theatre beforehand, and lots of different things are being planned for this year's Woodley Carnival on Saturday the 8th of June. Well, welcome along to this week's The Voice of Woodley from me, Jack Wright. And how do you fancy running 5 million millimetres? Or 5 kilometres or 3 miles? Yes, you can be running that on a Saturday morning at 9 AM around Woodford Park. It is, of course, the Woodford Park Run. And it's been running for 20 runs now, and it's very successful. And if you don't feel like running, then you can always go and spectate or help out in another way. Well, there was certainly plenty of fun had at the Emmanuel Church Centre the Saturday before last, with the combined event from St James Church and the Emmanuel Church, with limbo dancing lessons in how to limbo dance, a newspaper quiz, lots of music, and of course some excellent fish and chips from the fish and chip shop on Loddon Bridge Road, which is of course next to Fin Hare. Fin Hare have been well established since 1973, and they really do take care of you when you go in there. They get very much involved with local events, and they offer you a good drink, and they really do take care, and their staff are top quality. Well, National Library Day last Saturday was a great success for Woodley Library, and everybody that came in to visit for a cup of tea and a biscuit was well looked after, and spent some very enjoyable time talking to the Woodley Library staff, who are very dedicated and have a huge knowledge about books and audiobooks. And of course there are plenty of events going on at Woodley Library. Next Wednesday on the 20th of February at 11 AM, the local illustrator Kathy McLean is going to the library, and she's going to do interactive storytelling. Then not long after, on Friday the 22nd of February, there's going to be something called Daring Dragons, which is going to be arts and crafts, starting at 10:30 AM. And the library are planning also to, one Saturday of the month, planning to run family community events. And they're planning on lots of different things and lots of fun things, starting off in March. Well, at the Bull and Checkers next Saturday on the 23rd of February, is going to be a local singer at the Bull and Checkers called Harry Jack. I don't know a lot about him, but I'm sure you can go along and discover him. And remember, of course, at the Bull and Checkers, they hold a quiz on a Thursday, and they hold a poker night every Sunday. Well, St John's the Evangelist Church this March shall be celebrating 140 years. They're holding a weekend of fun events from the 8th to the 10th of March, and they'll be doing lots of things, looking back at the history of the church. Hopefully, I think somebody should write about that, really. And they'll also be holding lots of fun events for everybody to join in. Well, certainly taking place in March as well, of course, over 3 weekends is 40 years, well over 40 years established, the Great Woodley Festival. You can go along and see people performing in arts, drama and music, and you can see the efforts that they put in. And when they've performed, you can also listen to what the adjudicator has to say about them. Well, as you're staying in the house, you may hear, or if you're out and about, you will certainly see there is plenty of wildlife flying and moving around Woodley. Yes, there are seagulls, there are of course swans, and there are Egyptian geese flying around above the lakes. And unfortunately, sometimes you do find the odd fox as well. Well, of course, talking of Egyptian, the Oakwood Centre on one of the Saturdays of the month, I'm not sure quite which one, is home to the Thames Valley Egyptian Society. And when I was in the bookshop, in Chapter 1 bookshop, on one of their many events, so keep a lookout for their events, I met one of the dedicated members of that. Well, one of the other things that to take place at the Oakwood Centre on the last Thursday of the month is, of course, the Woodley and Early Arts Group. And they hold many different events, many competitions, and many skilled people come in to demonstrate how to do portraits and paint and make pictures and sculpture. And they really are art enthusiasts. And if there's anything you want to know, whether it be clay or painting, they will know it, I can assure you. Well, there's great competition for the Bull and Checkers on Saturday the 23rd of February, because at the Good Companions they're having a Beatles cover band performing in the pub. And on Saturday the 9th of March at the St James Church in Kingfisher Drive, they're holding an arts and crafts day. Well, that's about it for the Voice of Woodley. So as you can see, there's absolutely plenty of different things going on. We could do with few more people down here in the Woodley precinct. It's a fantastic day here. There's hardly any wind. It's nice and warm, and the sun's out as well. Well, as we come to the end of this week for the video, I'd like to say hello to everybody in the background. If you'd like to contact me, then please do on 07738 573812 or jack.wright@guidemail.co.uk. Well, as I say, as we come to the end of the video for this week, I'd like to say hello to I'll say hello to Shelby Riches and say hello to Tara Saleeb, and hello to many different people, really. Well, that's about it for the Voice of Woodley for this week. So I shall say a goodbye for now.